I'm Donna Palmer with Career Academy of Real Estate, here with my partner, Fraser Sparkman. And we're going to continue on with some valuable information that is annually provided by the NAR in their buyer and seller profile report. And Fraser, what have you got to share with us?
Well, this again, as you said, Donna, is from the 2004 National Association of Realtors profile of both buyers and sellers. And there's so much information that's gathered. This is one of the great resources that we have in the real estate business. And I think that not only the people who are already in the business, but those getting into the business, this is the kind of what I call meat and potatoes that people really need to know on how this business operates, what's happening with the consumer, the customers they're going to be dealing with, where to get business, where is the business going, the trends that are happening in the real estate business. So I'll just jump right back in here and continue on from where we were in our last presentation. And the first one that is just amazing to me is that since 1980, the number of people who are living in what they call multi-generational homes has more than doubled. That means that not only do you have what I think they call about boomerang kids that are moving back in with their parents, but also situations, a lot of it that's happened because of the economy, where children, grown children, have moved back in with the parents, or for the reason of maybe taking care of the parents. So this calls for a different type of living arrangements, different types of products. So particularly for those agents that are licensed, this is an excellent area to be working in. Plus, the National Association of Realtors has a designation course, the Senior Realty Specialist, that I would encourage people to actually take that could piggyback on this.
Absolutely.
So that's another resource that goes into this.
Absolutely, because the baby boomers are aging.
Absolutely.
Retiring every single day, and health issues and all sorts of economic issues we'll see more and more of that.
Exactly.
In the near future.
The other point that goes into this survey that's been made, there are so many sellers that need real estate agents today to help them with their mortgage situation. According to this survey, the number of people that are what basically we call underwater, in other words, their home is worth less than the mortgage balance. They need agents to work with them on the various programs that have come forth in the last few years to help alleviate this type of program. One of them is the HARP program, and that's one that's come down through Fannie Mae that will help people that actually owe more than their house is worth have a refinance situation. A lot of people aren't even aware of that, and they've been hesitant in moving. They say, "I have to stay here forever because I owe more than the house is worth." So this is another area where existing agents and new agents could be working to help people. Additional thing that keeps coming up is the number of what they categorize as forced buyers, why people are having to move. And of course, the number one thing is a life change. And a life change could be anything from your job and you're having to move to another area of the country, economics, more children, all types of things like that. And one of the greatest areas now that I see are the people who are living in apartments. And we've talked about this before, but the number of apartment dwellers has just dramatically increased across the country. And these people are going to be going through trends in their life where they'll want to start a family, maybe live in a different type of environment. And this is an area that I would be prospecting. And I would encourage our existing agents to do that. The new agents that are coming in, they may have, or they may themselves be living in an apartment complex. This is an excellent source of a business that they can obtain.
Great way for new agents to get started, because a lot of times new agents do start with buyers, and that's a good place to cut your teeth.
Absolutely.
And those lead to other buyers and listings.
And now with the interest rates as low as they are, many times the mortgage payment would be less than what they're paying in rent.
Oh, so true.
And you're building equity, and you're getting a tax advantage, etc. And one of the last things I want to cover in this segment that we're working on today is the type of housing people are buying. And to me, I thought that a lot of things had changed, but I find from this survey a lot of things have stayed the same, Donna, that we've experienced in the past. 84% of the people who are buying today actually have owned a home previously. 84%.
That's huge.
It's an enormous thing. I thought maybe
Interesting.
it was going to drop much lower, but it's not. And of those, 58% plan on using an agent from the very beginning to go out and look. So, I mean, you've got this whole built-in group of people that would be great for agents. And 79% still want to buy a detached single-family home.
Yeah.
So, there's a huge amount, people buy condominiums, that type of thing, but the detached market is still a major segment of our market. In addition, and this, so many people talk about everybody moving downtown, et cetera. 50% of the people still want to live in the suburbs. 20% want to live in a small town. And 16% are urban dwellers. So basically, the statistics are not bearing out what we maybe have thought, that so many people are moving to the center of the city on a national basis. Common thing people want: 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, approximately 1,800 square feet. And they typically, this is amazing, 90-something% of the people buy within 12 miles of where they live.
Is that right?
Isn't that amazing? Unbelievable.
They're simply changing their living situation.
Right.
They like their location, but they need more house, less house,
Exactly.
or get out of that rental situation.
So Donis and I'd like to encourage our viewers, both the ones that are in the business now and those coming into the business, is take this information, and it can be a great prospecting tool for you. And we plan on seeing you very soon to continue this information, and we hope that you have a great day.
Yeah, thanks for joining us.